We're going to talk about the different locations and all the options when it comes to imaging and what exactly is that at Mercy Health St. Rita's. Joining us today, we've got Cindy Wolfcale, and she is the radiology director at Mercy Health St. Rita's. And thanks for coming today.
Yes, thanks for having me.
Okay, so when we talk about imaging, what does that mean? What does that include?
Yeah, so when we talk about imaging, we talk about everything diagnostic that your doctor might order for you to see what's going on when you're having some health issues. So we're talking about mammography, we're talking about MRI, we're talking about CT, ultrasound, nuke med, PET imaging, as well as just general x-ray as well.
Okay, all right, so that does cover a lot of things. All right, so typically I would think I have to get that done, my doctor says so, I just need to go over to St. Rita's, but we've got options, huh?
We do have options. So all of the main imaging is done, like the more advanced stuff is done at the main hospital, but we do have off-sites where we do imaging as well. So we have our Putnam County location, which is on 224 in Ottawa. They do x-ray, they do mammography. They actually have an MRI machine there, CT machine as well, and some ultrasound. So it's a great option for people to go to, better access, parking is a lot easier at times. We also have a Delphus location, so that's on 5th Street in Delphus, the Ambulatory Care Center. We take walk-ins there as well. We do x-ray, mammography, and CT there. Okay. And then WAPOC at our YMCA, we have imaging there also. So x-ray, mammography, and ultrasound there. So.
It kind of sounds like you want to be where the people are.
Yes.
Just make it easy,
yes,
right?
We want to make it easy. That's Mercy Health's thing, is we want to be accessible, easy, and patient-friendly.
So do you have to have a physician order all these imaging?
Yes, the majority of the stuff we do requires a physician order. Now, mammography we can do for the screening without a patient order, but everything else does require a doctor's order.
And I assume maybe you need to schedule too, you don't want to just walk in?
So actually x-rays are all walk-in. So at all of our locations, if you just have an x-ray order, you can walk in and have that done. But we do require scheduling for everything else. They can call our central scheduling number. It's 419-226-9056.
I assume, especially when you use the other locations, that sometimes like the wait time's not very long, and it just makes life easier when you're going through this, because you might be stressed out about getting an image done.
Yeah, I always tell people that if they give you a wait time for the main hospital and you want to get in sooner, you're not if you're willing to drive a little bit, Delphus usually can get you in right away, as well as Putnam County. I know a lot of my family will go there just to get in quicker, and it's just a great access spot too.
I assume these, when we think about when a doctor tells us we need a test or something like that, you kind of get freaked out maybe a little bit depending on what we're talking about. But is it kind of easy? And I mean, what happens when you go through an MRI or some of these imaging? So
the best part about Mercy St. Rita's is our people. So the techs that do these procedures do an excellent job, and they're with you through the whole thing. So when you come in, they're going to explain to you what to do. It is a lot of moving around and a lot of positioning you where you need to do so that they can get good images of that body part. But we have some of the most compassionate, caring staff, and they just talk you through the whole entire thing.
Very good. All right, so is the results quick? I mean, they always do my chart and things like that too. So I mean, how do you get the results, and is it quick?
Yes, it is. So we are very fortunate at Mercy Health that we have local radiologists. They the radiology group, Lima Radiology Associates, are on site. So they read it pretty much within 48 hours is what we typically tell people. Now, sometimes some of those bigger exams may take a little longer because there's sometimes, hundreds of images that they're looking at.
Wow, all right.
But it is available on My Chart, so if they are signed up for My Chart, they get them almost instantaneously. So we like to let patients know that they are getting the results at the same time they're made available for their ordering provider. So sometimes they might have seen it before their ordering provider does. So they just got to keep that in mind that, their provider will get back with them. It's just they might have seen it before them.
Right, yeah. Well, I think it's neat that we have all these imaging options, and, you're here to tell us about it, because you always, like I said, you always think you just have to go to the main hospital. Yeah,
and the nice thing is if people go somewhere else for their care, they can still come to St. Rita's to get their imaging done. So if they're going to a different doctor outside of the Mercy system or in another city or something like that, we can still do their imaging here in Lima at St. Rita's.
Trying to make it so easy for everyone and comfortable too. All right, well, thank you very much for coming today.
Yes, thank you for having me.
All right, don't go away. New Edition continues in a moment.